Probably Marie already told you that I'm from Panama and I have some experience teaching, of course, K through 12, but also I teach at the university level. And this is my experience with AI. I have entitled this presentation Artificial Intelligence and its Limitless Possibilities in Education from my perspective. So what would be the objective for this presentation? First, what I'm going to share with you is how AI has revolutionized my English teaching practice. So this is my perspective, what I have noticed, what things have changed, what things I can do better thanks to AI. So when it comes to the word artificial intelligence, perhaps people think that is something new. And it's kind of funny because it's not something new. It's actually quite old. And John McCarthy was the one who actually coined the term artificial intelligence. He was a professor at the Stanford University, and and he is the so-called father of artificial intelligence. So back in 1956, John McCarthy defined what artificial intelligence was according to him. So he said, I'm quoting, the science and engineering of making intelligent machines. So intelligent machines. Simple definition, but that was his perception of artificial intelligence was at that time. And now we consider that artificial intelligence is the new boom. Everybody's talking about artificial intelligence, but it's not something new. Now you see 1956, not even I was not even born. So, but what is the difference? What is the difference with what we are noticing now is that is one single word. We call it generative artificial intelligence. That's the difference. Generative. What do we call it? Generative uh, is what we see is a combination, is a mix of both things. We have machines that are they are trained with models to make predictions based on the data they receive. That was artificial intelligence back then in 1956 until recent years. So you are training the machine with data, and the machine with that information makes some predictions. That's what artificial intelligence used to do. But thanks to ChatGPT, and I will say OpenAI, which is the company who developed the ChatGPT, then they decided, okay, we can do better. We can do things differently, and we can develop artificial intelligence exponentially even better. So what they do now is with that, with the data they are fed on or they are trained, they develop new things. It's not making a prediction, it's making new things, new objects, developing something completely new based on the information they have been receiving. What makes ChatGPT powerful is that he has been fed with all the information available on the World Wide Web. So that's why we need these big processors to have all the information. That's OpenAI. So just imagine, let's take a look at these pictures we have. This is what we call the virtual assistants that we have right now. We have, of course, ChatGPT, Microsoft, but the, 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 the technology behind ChatGPT, they bought OpenAI, the company, and now Microsoft is the owner of ChatGPT, and they develop a new assistant that is called Microsoft Copilot. That's their version, very Microsoft own way of creating something that represents them. And then Google, there's this competition between the two companies to get most users around the world. Now Google has developed. They were originally beta as Bart. That was the name of their assistant, but now it's called Gemini. Believe it or not, these three images were created with artificial intelligence. So I use Microsoft Copilot and the Bing Image Creator, and I typed, generate an image of a robot holding a sign of ChatGPT. Generate an image of a robot holding a sign of Microsoft Copilot. So, and it was just a matter of seconds, I have these images. So this is what artificial intelligence can do now. So how AI has revolutionized my classes, let me tell you, it has given me new ideas for my lessons. I have been teaching English for more than 25 years. And of course, you may say that I know all the answers, but I don't. And sometimes I need to find fresh ideas for my lessons. ChatGPT has provided that, and I love it. Uh, and one thing that we use as language teachers are rubrics. We use it to assess students' proficiency when you are participating in a conversation, in a speaking activity, you are developing a project. I need a rubric to assess your learning. And then it took me ages and lots of time to find the perfect rubric or to develop the perfect rubric. Now I use it just I write a prompt in ChatGPT and I say create a rubric that includes these aspects uh, and evaluate from excellent to needs improvement, and then I get my rubric in just the blink of an eye. And as I was telling you, with the technology provided by artificial intelligence, in this case would be a Microsoft Image Creator, from Bing, I type a prompt, text, and then the text is created into an image, like the ones that I showed you before. One of the things that I consider most important is how I can personalize and differentiate learning. I have students with disabilities, and it was really hard for me as a non-specialist to think of ideas to tailor my lesson to their learning, to their needs. But now ChatGPT, if I type, please make this lesson a little bit easier, manageable for a student with autism. Please make this lesson a little bit accessible for students with eyesight problems, etc. So I can type any type of disability, and then ChatGPT would generate the same lesson with things that for me to consider when dealing with students with special needs, and that's something that I really loved. And I know that during the pandemic, well, all the world was, you know, experiencing the pandemic 2020, 2021. Uh, we we learn about many apps like Kahoot, Mentimeter, Socrative, Canva, etc. And we have continued using those applications. What the good thing is that thanks to AI, those applications have become even better. So if those applications are something that you use even in your cell phones, uh, take the chance to look if they already have incorporated some AI capabilities because they are simply amazing. And finally, let me tell you, as a teacher who works really hard, long hours, having AI to help me, it has made my job less stressful. And I think when it comes to class preparation, I spending less time preparing classes. That's from my perspective. However, there are always challenges and drawbacks. So what are not the good things of AI, particularly for students like you and future professionals? You are still in your teens and you are deciding how safe is this? How good is this for me? First would be to think on the ethical considerations. Why? How if I would say cheating on writing a paper. That's something that AI can do for you. But the same considerations we have in real life, what is good versus what is bad, are the same considerations that we should take into account when we use AI. So if we are a good person, we will use AI for positive things. If we want to do bad things in real life, you will use artificial intelligence for bad things. That's as simple as that. So just for you to consider. For you, I will consider privacy and safety issues. Be careful with the images you share online. Be careful with the audios you share online because, unfortunately, due to AI, your images can be turned into videos. Your audios can be turned into new audios because there's a technology that you can simply record the voice of a person and you can create new statements and even speeches using the voice of that person. So just be careful. As I was saying, people would be using things, good things for bad with bad purposes. And that's why we have to be aware and keep each other safe. Be careful with what you share online, on social media, even on your cell phones. Be careful. You never know what is going to happen. Try to be just, use some common sense. And I would say if AI may create some issues, and still we are having this issue before AI, how dependent we are on technology. I think we have to find a balance between, continue thinking, developing problem solving thinking skills, thinking on your own, and versus how dependent are we on technology, using 24/7. How much time do you spend with your friends talking rather than just on your cell phone or develop or experiencing artificial intelligence? So that's something to consider. However, I will say there's also this bad reputation. Poor AI has bad reputation, and people are resistant to use it. Uh, every time we have something new, we will have people embracing the change, and we will have people, not very uh, clear on what to do. But I believe AI offers so many good things that we shouldn't be resistant to this change. Use it accordingly, use it through common sense, but don't resist to change. And finally, be careful with the information that you receive from those artificial intelligence assistants, ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, because they can be biased. They will give you the information, or they will create things based on the information that was put into your system. So anyway, even if we receive an information that seems, quite interesting, continue researching to back up what the what you have received through ChatGPT, Copilot, or Gemini. So in my conclusion, it's use AI, yes or no? I will say yes, but just be careful on how you use it and use it as a good human being. But definitely AI won't replace us. We will still be here. That would be my presentation, guys.
Okay.
Hello from up close.
Hello. Hello.
Maybe you
Okay.
can say your name, your first
My
name.
name is Thibaut.
Thibault. Okay.
What do you think of students who use it to do their work on the school?
Are you talking about yourself?
No,
Of course
never,
No,
not.
ever.
never. I will say there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you use artificial intelligence or ChatGPT to get ideas. But sit down, think, and then find use that information to create something on your own. Because as I was telling your teacher, unfortunately, if you if you cheat, I have the technology to know that you are cheating also.
Oh
But
yeah.
you can get the ideas, and I will say, even to write an essay, for example, you have to write an essay. You can ask ChatGPT to write the essay for you, and you will write something better.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for your question.
Hello,
Hello.
my
And
name
your
is
name?
Enzo.
Enzo. Mhm.
My question, do you think that the AI is the future of the education at school?
Thank you, Enzo, for that question. AI is not the future of education.
Ah.
AI is the present of education. It's not the future, it's here. is here, and
Okay.
I'm using it every day, every day. So the possibilities in the future are just endless, limitless, as I put in my presentation. So
Mm-mm.
just start embracing AI.
Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye.